No, I need you to stay focused, alright? Today, we're gonna learn something, okay? We're gonna learn something today. But Nico, shut up! I was supposed to take it off real quick and I slapped it on the floor. This is depressing. Let's talk minimum wage. I'm seeing this is kind of like a serious topic. I'll put every bit of information that I'm collecting in the description below. And if you think it is of, oh Nico, are you giving us evidence? Some kind of factual statements to go with your opinion? Yes, of course. That's what I would love to do right now. Check the description if you want to follow along. Alright, so it's the next day. I was tired, okay? I was tired.
In New York, the minimum wage will go up by 70 cents to $13.20 an hour. By 70 cents.
Let's talk minimum wage. Take the bonnet back off. Shut up! Yes, I'm mentally unstable. Companies tend to not want to pay you to do work while making you overwork yourself. It's like when a YouTuber gets an editor and they make their editor do all the editing for their video but only want to pay them like $5. Is it only $5 worth of work being done? Who knows? But the government puts in place a standard that goes, hey, in your state, you can't pay less than this particular amount because that's not right. In my opinion, it's a random number. It's supposed to be how much it's gonna, like how much you need to survive in this particular state. So let's use New York as an example. Minimum wage in New York State is roughly $13. That's 40 hours a week for 4 weeks. So kids, let's whip out our calculators. Today I'll be using my phone. We put in 40 times 4, because it's 4 weeks, 40 hours a week, and we multiply that by $13, because that's how much money you're making per hour, right? And you'll get $2,080. After you take out all the taxes, it's roughly $1,600. Nico, did the government just take over $400 from my check? It's just an estimate. They could take a little bit more, a little bit less. At the end of the day, if you're making minimum wage and working your 80 hours and being paid monthly, you would have roughly $1,600. $1,600. If you check the internet, the lowest rent in any part of New York State on average would cost you $1,700. That's the average, meaning that if you go somewhere, you can expect to pay that. But with minimum wage, as in the baseline, you don't even make enough to pay that rent. You don't eat? How are you getting to work? Car? Public transport? You don't even make enough to pay rent. How are you getting to work? And now I'll break the news to the people who happen to never have to pay rent before in their life. Real quick, if you feel like putting this in the comment section, put in the comment section how much you pay for rent. Don't tell me the location, but if you feel safe enough to tell me the location, i.e. state, you can say so below as well. The people requesting that you pay rent will ask that you are able to pay double or 3 times your rent in order to pay once. For what? Why do I need to be able to pay twice my rent when you asking me to pay my rent once? They usually ask for a security deposit because they don't trust that you're gonna pay this rent in the first place. If minimum wage makes it so that you could barely pay your rent in the first place, why is the renter asking that you're able to pay twice or 3 times your rent? They don't trust that you're gonna pay this rent in the first place. If you could pay twice or 3 times the rent, why would you live there in the first place? Mortgage on a house tends to cost less than rent. And now they're putting up barriers for you to even pay your rent. Please note, I'm being very generous in the way I'm speaking right now because I haven't mentioned to you that this does not include utilities or any other factors that come into owning a place. They're not paying your water, they're not paying your sewage, they're not giving you electricity. Worse yet, a Wi-Fi setup like that. First off, that's roughly $100 to $150 base. Let's focus on your $90 to $130 electrical bill. 50 water, maybe 40 sewage. Please note, you already can't pay rent. To all the kids who are planning on running away from home, save your money. You and another friend get a 2-bedroom apartment and you both share that somehow. When your dream of becoming this big musician, news reporter, whatever you want to become as a career, when that takes off, then you get your own apartment. Minimum wage is the crumbs from the people who you work for. You're working to feed them, and when they're finished eating, you get the crumbs left on the plate. Because you can't live off of it, and you sure as hell can't eat using that. How are you eating breakfast, lunch, and or dinner if you ain't even making rent? Fast food joints just popping up all around where you live to exploit the fact that you need some nutrients in your body but don't have the money to pay for anything substantial. Then your corporate overlords are trying to tell you if you just eat right, you would be fine. But if I use my minimum wage check to make a purchase of pretty much anything other than rent, I will be eating that meal outside of my cardboard box. Hey yo, quick question. What kind of stickers you think I should put on my cardboard box? Dora the Explorer or SpongeBob SquarePants? It's not tacky, it's home decor. To the children watching this video, if you're living rent-free, please save your money up first before you even think about any of this. Before I even moved, I had a year's rent. Not 6 months, a year. Because in 6 months, you can get yourself a nice minimum wage job. But in a year, you can work on your career. Because if after an entire year, your career doesn't show any fruits of your labor, that's when you could choose to get a new career. Or what I tell everybody, you spent a year building up that career you wanted, right? It didn't work out immediately, but you have all the information and knowledge that you've built up over that pace. You have all the resources that you built up over that year. So now, even if you're working a job on the side, you're also working your career with that job on the side. So you have your minimum wage plus your career money. You can balance the two, and then when whichever takes off, you can focus on that, but still hold on to the other in a part-time scenario. I don't know why I made a circle with my hands. I just be doing stuff when I'm talking. I'm a comedian. Moral of the story is, minimum wage will never be enough. Because they're not basing it on your living necessities. They're basing it on just, hey, what we can get away with. Because $2,000 looks nice on paper, but they don't deduct the $400 tax. Then they deduct the $300 you gotta spend on food. Maybe the $100 you need to spend on transportation. So you just lost $800 from your check, but you haven't paid your lights, gas, water, and rent is still due on the 1st. Then corporate America's gonna be like, well, you can just get another job. So you're gonna work 2 minimum wage jobs for 40 hours a week? Is it 2 jobs in the same building? There's only 24 hours in a day. If you're working for 16 hours and you're expected to get a full night's rest, which is roughly 4 to 6 hours, you got 2 hours to get from and to 2 different jobs. Hello, is this bullshit on the line? I'm calling bullshit. Wrong number? Man, it sounded like bullshit to me. In the description below, I leave both the tracker to see how much you'd make after taxes come out of your paycheck, because a lot of people don't know how much you actually make from your paycheck, so I left that in the description below. And I left how much the minimum wage is per state also below. There might be more information. I'm not exactly sure what else I've added to the description because I'm not in the future, man. I can't tell you what I've already added there. I don't know. Person who's editing this video, did I add anything new? And why you yelling at me, dog? Oh, I'm sorry, bro. It was just, I got heated. There was a lot of tensions was in the air.
Whatever.
So yeah, if you like this video and you want more videos of me having mental breakdowns, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, slap that like, and remember, you leaving a comment on my videos helps promote that video as well. It helps everything with the video. So make sure and leave a comment, even if it isn't related to the video. You can say whatever you want in the comment section. I'm just saying. It helps the video grow. It helps it get out there. I'm not asking you to do anything else but clickety clackety clack clack click.